Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Capricorn, and it's for June 2018. It's for you, my beautiful Capricorn, and it's for June 2018. June is going to be very significant for you. June is going to be a very powerful month for you indeed. When it comes to the actual number, funny enough, your number this month is number 6, and it's all about you multiplying things. It's all about you finally receiving, not only waiting for the certain information to actually happen, to start developing or to start like unfolding, but it's just the actual progress of lots of things that you have done is just going to start unfolding itself in front of your very own eyes. Certain things that you're going to go through this month are going to very much so they're going to be connected to the big problem that was making you feel really not too happy, that was making you feel like not free, that was making you feel like enslaved. And it's a lot to do with you, it's a lot to do with your surroundings, it's a lot to do when it comes to you, your professional life, and your financial situation is just going to start changing this month. And when I say changing, this is why my saying that number 6 is just so significant, is so important, which means that there is going to be a little bitter experience that you are going to go through this month, a little news, a little realization that is just on another hand going to make you realize something very important. And very soon after that, there is going to be the whole new option that is going to become available to you. And that new option that is going to become available to you wouldn't happen or wouldn't manifest in your life if you didn't go through the certain little bitter experience that you're going to go through. But the bottom line is that this bitter experience you are going to have, it's actually going to end up really positive, and it is going to be a rather optimistic month indeed. When it comes to the actual health, you see the energy levels are going to be really good. The energy levels are going to be very significant because they are going to actually improve so much that this is on another hand going to make you feel very optimistic. This is going to be the month where you're going to feel very optimistic. You're going to be thinking about your future. You're going to be thinking about the new options, or those areas in your life that were really stagnant and that you didn't like and that you just couldn't do anything about them. You see, now you're going to become like a full of ideas and things like that. So that's why when it comes to the actual health, you see the energy levels are going to be brilliant. You're going to feel very optimistic. The only thing that I can say is that I can see slight sensitivity when it comes to your legs and when it comes to your bones in general, you see. So the best would be to try to kind of not make sure that you don't overstrain yourself. Like if you're exercising, make sure that you are taking, that you're not overdoing anything. Make sure you're taking things easy. Make sure you're taking things slowly. If your job is, if it is part of your job to basically do lots of physical things, lots of movement and things like that, then there is not much that you can do about it. But just try to kind of just take it easy. Just take it easy. What I would like to suggest is that it's very important to take, like especially when it comes to your joints and especially when it comes to your bones and things like that. What I always recommend, and it's rather significant and very powerful healthy natural supplement, it's either cod liver oil. But if you don't want to take a fish or anything like that, if you're vegetarian or if you don't want to take fish supplements for whichever reason, you can also get like a flaxseed oil or a linseed oil. I always talk about it. Linseed oil and a flaxseed oil, it's the same thing. It's just American and English way of saying it, and it's basically this amazing plant which is absolutely brilliant, and it's just like a plant version of a cod liver oil, which comes with omega-3, 6 and 9, but it's also really good to keep your joints moist, and it's also very good for your bones indeed. And apart from that, flaxseed oil or linseed oil or cod liver oil capsule are also really good for your skin, hair and nails. So when it comes to your bones and things like that, this is what I highly suggest. But apart from that, it's going to be absolutely brilliant because you're going to feel very optimistic and you're going to have lots of energy, and that in itself is just going to make you feel so much better indeed. Moving on to the 3rd of June. 3rd of June is going to be a very significant month, a very significant day, because on the 3rd of June there is just somebody's going to come through, a person that is just going to be very dominant, person that is going to be very powerful, person that is going to be very significant. And this particular person is very interesting person because they focus and work a lot. So there is a little problem when it comes to the actual energy, when it comes to the actual balance of this person. But this is the type of person that people really like to look up to. This is the type of person that people would like to be, especially when it comes to their financial situation and especially when it comes to their success. The problem is with this person that sometimes they can be just like a little bit arrogant, or sometimes they can just be like a little bit negative or arrogant because their energy levels are not as perfect and they're not as balanced. However, this is nobody evil or nobody horrible or something like that. I'm just trying to describe this person so you can kind of like figure it out or single it out. Who am I actually talking about? Very, very important indeed, because there is going to be experience that you are going to have on the 3rd of June through this person, whether it's going to be directly or whether this person is going to somehow affect you. However, you are going to be having like a very interesting experience, because first you're going to feel like a little bit like a negative about some certain situation you will have to go through with this person, certain information you will get. It's going to make you like a little bit uneasy, but then very soon you're going to realize, oh my God, something really interesting, something really powerful and something really significant is actually going to come out of it, because you're going to get an idea because of this person. Through this person you're going to get an idea which is just going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because automatically your brain is going to start buzzing like there is no tomorrow, because immediately there is the new hope going to come through. And this is also going to be connected to the certain area in your life that was really stagnant, certain area in your life that you just had to kind of go on by until you just find something better, or until you see whether this is really what you want. And this is all connected to something that you have done for a while. So basically the bottom line is that there's a whole new prospect, a whole new hope it's going to come, and also it's going to make you feel really happy. And it's going to make you feel happy and excited about yourself, about your present and about your future. And also, you know, because it's also connected to the certain days when you felt really down and when you felt really low, because you just wanted that little bit more out of your life. And this is why the 3rd of June is going to be very significant indeed, my gorgeous Capricorn. Now, the second important day, and this is one of my favorites, of course, because it's like it has got number 13. I absolutely adore number 13. Number 13 is a very powerful number. Number 13 is a very significant number, and also number 13 always brings something very unusual, always brings something very spiritual, always brings something very spooky. Number 13 brings us an omen. Number 13 is going to bring you like a certain situation that is just going to seem very unusual and very interesting, and it is just going to make you think for like about a couple of seconds. It's a certain omen that you are going to have, it's a certain experience that you are going to have, and this is really deep and spiritual, because on the 13th of June you will have a very interesting and very powerful and very spiritual experience that is going to be connected to you feeling very unusual, you feeling very strange, looking at something, but it's going to feel very, very interesting indeed. And then number 9 is also going to be very much connected to it. Number 9 is going to be very significant for you when it comes to the 13th of June. And the bottom line is that the 13th of June is just going to bring you a really fantastic success, a really fantastic realization. This is the bottom line. The 13th of June is going to be very important for you, my beautiful Capricorns, because it is just going to be that particular realization about your own personal success. And also this is a lot to do with your financial situation, and this is all to do with your well-being. So this is also going to be very, very important day. 13th of June is just going to be your stepping stone. 13th of June is going to be your spiritual bridge. 13th of June is just going to be the door to the actual new dimension is just going to be revealed to you, open to you. you. So just think about it. On the 13th of June, you are going to cross into the new dimension. And also what this is going to bring is going to make you feel much better about yourself. It's going to make you feel automatically optimistic about yourself, because this is going to bring you that particular balance that was missing. And that balance that was missing in your sign was making you feel really tired and really drained, maybe much sooner than what it would normally happen. And this energy was in your sign since 2016 in November. Okay, so now this is going to be absolutely wonderful to actually just finally cross towards that new dimension indeed. The third important day, my gorgeous Capricorn, is going to be on the 29th of June. On the 29th of June is going to be very important and very significant, because it is going to be the day when certain things are going to start changing when it comes to your career, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your job. And for those of you that are retired, the 29th of June, it's also going to be very important, because there is something significant going to happen. And to you, this is going to mean so much, because you're going to finally be recognized for what you wanted to be recognized when it comes to you, when it comes to your skills, and when it comes to what you focus on. So this is going to be also very significant time for those of you that are retired indeed, because the bottom line is on the 29th of June, there is a fantastic recognition that is going to come through. And that recognition is going to be very, very important for you, whether you're working or even if you're looking for a job. For example, if you're looking for a job actively, then expect on the 29th of June or at around the 29th of June for something very, very special to come through. Not just any job, but very particular and very special job, because it's just something that you really were focusing on, or something that you really wanted to get indeed. Okay, now when it comes to it, you see, when it comes to the things like that, I highly suggest to get like a clear quartz. You see the beautiful, beautiful clear quartz. Clear quartz crystal is absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorites, you see. And what this does, this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain. Of course, you can buy this on my website, and I highly suggest this. When we go through like a spiritual experiences, when we go through when our spiritual balance changes and we finally start getting our balance, we will be in touch with our own spirituality, intuition, and things like that. And there are lots of things that are going to be revealed to us, lots of omens that are going to become like revealed to you. And this is because you're going to be in touch with your own spirituality, with your spirit guides, with your angels. And that's why clear quartz is absolutely brilliant, because it helps you with that particular balance, and it helps you to recognize these particular messages. And you are going to have a lot of spiritual messages, and spiritual messages are very, very special and very powerful indeed, because they can help us not only in this very present moment, but it can help us in our future quite a lot. So clear quartz crystal is just something that I highly recommend for you, my beautiful Capricorn, to actually wear. Now, the very first part of June, the very first couple of days are going to be very interesting. You see, all what I said so far is just going to be completely opposite, just in the very first couple of days. And this is what you need. This is what we need sometimes. We need that hermit mode. We need to go low, sometimes day or two, and then we go really, really high. Then we go really, really high. We fly high above, and we are just absolutely loving it. So it's that balance. It's a yin yang. It's always like that. You see. So this is why, because you only have a couple of days, a couple of Thursdays in June when you're gonna feel like a little bit like a little bit low, like a little hermit mode, a little bit of lack of motivation, a little bit of lack of balance, and very interesting. It's gonna be like boom, boom, boom. It's just going to happen basically that out of that, now you've got like a yin yang, which is just going to be like oh my god, such a massive impact on you. And this yin yang is automatically going to make you, after a couple of days, you see that situation that was making you feel like a lack of motivation, this energy that is really annoying sometimes, then automatically this is going to actually turn into the fantastic determination to deal with a certain problem that was driving you absolutely nuts for a really long time. The determination to deal with something that you were scared to deal with before. The determination to deal with something and finally just get on with with certain things, and it's just the realization that sometimes we have to do things in life that are not really easy. We have to do things in life that we don't really like that much. They're uncomfortable, but just sometimes we need to do this, because there is going to be that particular situation that is going to make you realize that you are just about to go on the certain stage of your life, but it's just going to take a slightly longer, and it's just going to need a little bit more of a balance, but you will realize that you're on the right journey after this moment. It is also going to be very good sign and signification you're going to get when it comes to your money, finances. For those of you that have been waiting for good news when it comes to money, finances and things like that, expect on the first week of June to hear something and to have realization, to have a certain news that your financial situation is finally going to start improving, and this is going to be really, really important for you indeed. The second part of June 2018, it is also the terrible situation is going to come to an end, and this terrible situation that is going to come to an end is just connected to your life, it's connected to your private life, and it's connected to the certain things that you were doing in your life that you didn't enjoy. You will keep on trying, you will keep on going, but you just weren't enjoying it. And sometimes people evolve, sometimes people like doing certain things, sometimes people like spending time with certain people, but because people change, people evolve, people grow. Of course, this is all part of our own personal spiritual experience. So this is ridiculously powerful month because you've got a half of it being very spiritual and very significant when it comes to that, but on the other hand, it's a lot to do with the money, finances, and things starting to finally look up for you. So this is why this is so important, because the terrible situation is going to come to an end, and that terrible situation, almost as you felt like you have been slaved to, almost as if you felt like you couldn't do anything about it, almost as if you were just hoping every day that things are going to change, almost as if you were like praying every day that things are going to change. Well, this is going to be really brilliant, because the answer to this is going to come through you being very professional. It's going to come through your career, it's going to come through your finances, and also that is going to be connected to the brand new hope, brand new stage, brand new prospects, and brand new experience in your life indeed. A big wish is coming to a big wish is about to manifest, and this is a really good one, and I get really, really ecstatic when it comes to this, because it's a lot to do with the fact that you're going to prove to so many people that you were absolutely right. When people thought, oh no, they're talking nonsense, blah blah blah, you will be able to prove to lots of people that you were absolutely right, that you were on the right track, because maybe certain people or certain person just would think that would be like some kind of illusion to them, and that would have been the right step in the right direction, and they didn't really agree with what you actually maybe went for, you were going for. But the bottom line is that the big wish is coming through, and that big wish that is coming through, that is going to happen to you, it's going to be brilliant emotionally, financially, it's going to be fantastic. And it's also just like about a few weeks ago, you were completely powerless when it comes to that situation. You were completely negative and you were completely powerless, and you felt like you were in like a little bit of a prison when it comes to that particular situation. So that's why I get so excited, because this is going to mean so much to you. Really, really nice indeed, because after that, almost as if you are getting your life back, almost as if you're on the last week of June getting your power back, and there is a very important synchronicity that you will have, and synchronicity that you will feel in between you, in between the people, in between the nature, in between with your own spirituality. It's so fantastic. The end of June, it's going to be probably one of the best times this year when it comes to you, my gorgeous Capricorn, because the victory and mental clarity is going to come through. You're going to feel very happy about your own personal success. You're going to feel very satisfied when it comes to your own personal work, when it comes to your job, when it comes to your career. For those of you that are retired, you see, you are about to start walking into the new dimension. You are going to become the part of the new dimension. You're going to start feeling happy with yourself. You're going to start feeling happy with your own chosen certain choices that you've made recently, as just going to start paying off for you big time, which is on another hand going to make you feel very good, very creative indeed. And also, very important thing to say, my gorgeous Capricorns, that by the end of the month, or at the end of the month, you are actually going to end up with a couple of very interesting choices indeed. And I like this. I absolutely adore this, because of both of these choices couldn't be more different. And both of these choices are going to be so significant when it comes to you, and so significant when it comes to your own personal power, and so significant when it comes to your future, because it's just, this is very much so connected to you feeling so creative. This is, your creativity is just going to be all around your place in the best possible way. I would highly suggest to get something like a black tourmaline. Black tourmaline, it's absolutely brilliant, one of the best crystals to actually get for the balance, and like a protection against all sorts of negative energies, you see. I mean, black tourmaline, it is probably the most powerful when it comes to protection against all sorts of negative energies, because you're going to be going through lots of changes. You're going to be going through you're going to be walking into the different dimension. You're going to be exposing to lots of people, and this is going to be quite busy months indeed. So I feel like you're going to benefit a lot from the black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is going to protect you against all types of people, negative energies, or anything like that. And I really feel like you need a little bit of protection like this. This comes with a sterling silver settings, and it comes with a sterling silver chain, and you can buy this on my website indeed. So this is something that I highly recommend. When it comes to those Capricorn, no, I didn't forget your love. I didn't forget your love. Okay, so, okay, I'm in one of my moods today. Okay, so when it comes to the actual Capricorns that are in relationship now, June is going to be very interesting, because your partner is going to have a really good news. Your partner is going to be having a step in the new direction when it comes to their own personal security, when it comes to their own personal situation. It's a lot to do with the security and the financial situation. So your partner is going to be having a really good news about their financial situation, and you're both, of course, going to be benefiting from it, and you're both going to have a beautiful and enlightening experience because of that. It is going to have a very positive impact on your relationship. And also, for those of you that are in a relationship, you can just expect you're going to be planning some kind of journey away, or you're going to go away this month. You see, it's a very strongly much this energy is really strong indeed. So it's actually a really good month for those of you that are in relationships. And for those of you that are not in relationships, you see, the Capricorns that are not in relationships are going to be going out a lot, socializing. You're going to be socializing a lot this month, and you're going to be meeting lots of interesting people. It is going to be very interesting month. It is going to be very unusual month, especially when it comes to the amount of unusual and interesting people you're going to meet. You like unusual people, especially when it comes to their own personal energy, especially when it comes to their own personal success, and especially when it comes to something that are really completely into it but when it's something completely unusual but interesting but different, but this is something that you really like, and you're going to be meeting lots of this type of people that are very intuitive, very deep, and very spiritual. And throughout June this is going to be the case, but there's someone very interesting that is about to start manifesting in your life. And this is for Capricorns that are single, and this is intuitive. This person is going to be very interesting, and this is someone that you're not going to like automatically when you see them, like, oh, he's gorgeous, she's gorgeous. It is intuitively you're going to feel connected to this person. Intuitively you're going to start feeling connected to this person, and you're going to start feeling closer and closer, and you perhaps are going to have like a very strange and unusual subjects, maybe about ghosts, maybe about spirits, maybe about something paranormal, but it's just going to be alongside this type of lines, because the way you're going to meet this person, you're going to start liking the way they are. You're going to start liking their their own energy. You're going to start liking their own spirituality. You're going to start liking the way they speak. And then after that, you're physically going to start to like them. And this type of liking of this type of people are probably the most powerful people, because they have got so much to give to us, and we have so much to give to them, because spiritually this is someone who is really going to be very beautifully matched to you, and it is going to be vice versa. So it is going to be someone also who's going to make you feel very, very powerful and very strong, and it's the certain strength that you're gonna start feeling while you're talking to this person. So this is someone that single Capricorns are going to meet this month. I'm not saying that you're going to start fancying them or liking them straight away, but most certainly you're going to start feeling very, very attracted to this particular energy, which is to you going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, my beautiful Capricorns, I'm sending you a kiss again. Mwah. And lots of positive and powerful energies I'm sending you right now. But thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Don't forget to like my video, comment in the comment section, and share me on the social networks, of course. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.